I ruptured the medial part of my plantar fascia and part of the deltoid ligament. Right? Pool workouts are amazing. What's going on, guys? So this is going to be a little bit of a follow-up on when I tore my plantar fascia, right? So a lot of people are asking me questions about the recovery time and everything with the plantar fascia, and it was about 6 months, right? So as you can see, I'm sweaty. I just got finished running and riding the bike, so I am recovered, but this is also a few years later. So here's how it went down. 2 PRP injections. I walked in a boot mid-shin or knee-high for about 8 weeks. It was painful, could not walk. I ruptured the medial part of my plantar fascia and part of the deltoid ligament. I did tons of pool workouts, right? You do not want to put any impact on it at all, but do the things that you need to keep your fitness high, especially for those of you that are runners out there, because our fitness is our base and our foundation for almost everything else that we do, so you need to keep it up. Pool workouts are amazing, but this is when it's pain-free in the pool. Don't go in the pool when it still hurts, all right? Next is balance exercises, making sure that you're starting to create a little bit more stability in the ankle and the foot itself once you are cleared and good to go by the doctor. Remember, you'll always want to listen to what your doctor has to say first before you follow any of the tips here. So I ruptured it in May. June and most of July was in a boot. August is when I started getting onto my feet again, but nothing too crazy. It was a lot of the pool workouts, and then from not touching the ground into the pool to slowly progressing to touch the floor in the pool, doing high knee runs, eventually into jumps. Of course, this was progressed over weeks, and I didn't start sprinting again until November is when I got with my new coach, Joanna Hayes, where I had a 45-second time trial, spiked up and went for it. Was it 100% then? No, it was not. It still hurt, but I was able to run and mitigate the inflammation and the pain by wearing proper shoes during training to alleviate some of that compression, but then also icing afterwards just to get the inflammation right out. Lacrosse ball is going to be your best friend to break apart that scar tissue. You don't want to have scar tissue in there after it heals, because that's going to give you a propensity to possibly tear it again, and it's really uncomfortable. So the scar tissue, breaking it apart, it hurts. It's not fun, but it's something that you need to do to get as much fluidity in that ligament as possible, so you don't get any buildup and pain just from walking around. All right, so temporary pain for long-term comfort, okay? So make sure you get that done. Shoes are also going to be a huge component of your recovery process, and this is going to be very, very, very individualized. I liked to rock the New Balance V860s. That's what I wore the most when I was first coming back. But soon enough, I eventually found the Infinity Reacts that Mike hooked me up with, and these were my savior for my plantar fasciitis for the years afterwards. Because I actually did get it in my other foot, but I was able to mitigate the pain by wearing the Infinity Reacts. The version 1s I like the most. The V2s had a wider toe box. But now that I have focused on building strength in my feet after not running for a while, wearing Vivo barefoot shoes, I actually prefer the version 2s that have a wider toe box, because my feet have splayed out over the year of wearing the Vivo barefoots. Now, overall strength and preventing injury again in the future, you need to get strong barefoot. Do not rely on your shoes to always get the pain to go away. Go to your local running shop and figure out what shoes are best for you in the short term to alleviate some of that pain where you're actually able to run. But I always say, don't run and force yourself through pain while you're running, because you're only going to cause more issues. Thanks for checking out the video. Hope it brought some clarity on my recovery back from my torn plantar fascia and dealing with plantar fasciitis afterwards. If you found this video useful, go ahead, throw me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.